What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Film Family. Thank you for tuning in again. Today we're going to be talking about the new scary movie Crawl. I guess we're just going to give our thoughts about it.
I should say something really quick. I'm a huge animal fan, like certain animals, and top two at those lists have always been sharks and crocodiles / alligators. I'm a big fan of hippos. They're like third now. And when I was younger, before I was into movies and stuff, I would do like so much reading on them and just research, and I was a big animal guy. And seeing this movie kind of hurt my feelings because there was some truly unrealistic stuff in this movie. And listen, I get it, it's a movie, it's got to go, but there's a fundamental flaw in this movie structure. And when a movie's doomed from the start because of its structure, it's never going to succeed as much as it can. And the fact that there's really only two main characters in this movie means that people can't die. It means that you're never going to get thrills because they're never going to be near the alligators. So the only way to write yourself out of that is to have them survive vicious bites and death rolls from alligators, which realistically isn't possible. So right there, that's it. It's unfortunate.
You want my thoughts? Okay.
Yes.
I actually, I hadn't seen a preview or anything of this or trailer. I actually didn't mind it as much as you guys seem to. I mean, I got to see your face.
I actually didn't mind it as much as it seems as well.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for animal, kind of like horror movies like that as well. Crocodiles and alligators. This is a crocodile, right?
Yeah, no, it's alligator.
Alligators. I don't even know the difference. Alligators. They, them and sharks. Them and sharks, is that right?
Like Jaws.
Yeah, that's my biggest fear in life. Like, really. That and crashing
Well,
in
I'm
a
glad
plane.
you said that because this movie actually showed me two of my biggest fears. One of them was the spiders, the egg sack of spiders coming on my head. One of my biggest fears of ever actually happening to me. And then the second is being stuck underground while there's water, like drowning.
Oh, wow,
I don't want to drown.
yeah.
That looks horrible.
Well,
but that being said, I personally didn't really like the movie.
I was going to say something. I just realized it, just now. If the daughter was breaking the wood, to get him out the water, and it doesn't seem like it's that strong of wood. If he's a grown man and he's got fists, can he punch through that wood? I don't know. I'm just thinking about it, and this movie has some pretty big plot holes. But you should tell the audience how big of a fan you are of Lake Placid.
Yeah, I love Lake Placid.
1998 classic.
I think it was as scary as Jaws, and for a long time, I would be very scared to even jump on my bed because I would feel like there was a big gator waiting underneath there for me.
Okay.
I love Lake Placid. I think it's a great scary movie, up there with Jaws for me. But this was not one of those movies.
Listen,
I was excited. I thought this movie was going to be good, but I just was not happy with it.
It sounds like I hate this movie right now, and I don't hate this movie. There's a couple times in this movie I thought was good. There were a couple jump scares, even though I was like, ooh, that's a good jump scare. And I think a jump scare in a movie is one of those things where it's incredibly hard to master because a lot of what people do nowadays, they know the traditional jump scare. So what they do is they do the fake jump scare, and it's like, and then you wait for even more one. And then sometimes they'll even do two fakes, and then they'll go for the jump scare. But there's a very nice margin to hit, and it's very hard to get in the right, batting average. And I think this movie does that pretty well.
Really? What jump scares? Because when they sent the tree coming through the window, I saw that coming.
Okay, well, individual jump scares you're asking for?
Yeah, name one that was just...
The alligator, at the beginning. When she was down there.
Oh, and it fell? When it came down over the dog or whatever and she was coming near the stairs?
Probably.
The first time you see it?
I don't remember. Probably.
Maybe.
But, there's a couple jump scares I thought were pretty good. For me, really what annoyed me is that I didn't really know a lot about this movie. I saw, one brief trailer, and I thought they were supposed to be, supernatural or something. Biologically, if we're talking here, would alligators really stay in that area where there's no food available because it's all gone from the hurricane? I don't think so. I don't know if that's how that works. So for me, it kind of was annoying, and I thought they were going to be just human hungry, but there's no explanation, just a bunch of alligators.
It was very predictable. As soon as I saw her swimming in the beginning with the gators and everything, I was happening. I told Jonathan, she's out swimming a gator.
Here's the thing. Humans, listen, it's a smart species, and we're great because we make stuff. But biologically, we're inferior to a lot of the prime animals. Yeah,
especially in their habitat.
Especially an alligator, and she outswam it that made me angry.
And then the dad, I really enjoyed seeing how he snapped his bone back in. I thought they gave it a little bit of gore. Gore that really hurt.
What did the audience do? Because in my theater, the audience was really skirmish and stuff.
I go to a theater where not a lot of people.
Okay,
go. So
I remember.
So you're the audience.
I was like, ooh, no.
I honestly some parts of this movie I just kind of zoned out. So I was watching. I was like, and I just remember seeing that and be like, oh, that's pretty bad.
But this is my whole thing. The dad got that messed up from one alligator bite right here on his chest.
The daughter
got bit
bites.
on her arm and for some reason stopped bleeding on her arm. I thought that at some point they forgot about it. Got bit on her leg and was still able to outswim them. And then also got bit in the gator death roll and was able to pull herself back up.
Okay, listen.
I also saw that same scene happening again when he pulls her out of the water.
The death roll is one of the most dangerous moves in all of nature.
I like when he ripped his arm.
That's what scares me about.
And she just got out of the death roll by getting a flare. Would a flare even burn a tough, scaly skin like that? I don't know. Did the movie know? No. So why should I care to know if the movie doesn't? And also, like, the CGI in this movie was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, I wish they kind of used some more practical effects, maybe like Jaws, or maybe they could have done like what Jaws did and just not show the creature a lot. But like the one thing I will say that's smart was the color palette, because a lot of it's the same color. Sometimes you can't see the alligator. I wish the movie committed to a couple more jump scares, the alligator, where you genuinely just couldn't see it. Because there were a couple times where it's like, where is it? And then the camera's like, here it is. And that was like, oh, okay, you kind of ruined your own potential for a jump scare.
I don't know if it was a budget thing or if it was a creativity thing, but it also bothered me that they never left the house. As soon as they got out of the house and on the boat, here comes the water, and you're going right back in the house.
Well, because everywhere else in the water was like, pretty much alligator infested.
Yeah, but I feel like you could have. Jaws had multiple different locations. Yes, it was the ocean.
It's not the same situation.
You know what I mean? Like you could
Jaws,
still figure it out. The whole city was flooded. You could have gone somewhere else.
Yeah, but they were stuck. And also, another thing I was going to say is this movie never retains that much interest a lot of the times because it kills it spends all of its kills in one location at the gas station. Or because, it's like, we need our two main characters to survive, so let's just kill these people. I really wish this movie just killed the main characters and was like, we're not going to have a sequel, and we're just going to subvert your expectations. That would have been crazy. But, no, predictable.
What do you guys think about the acting?
It was all right. It's a couple of people I went with said it was bad. And I don't know. The dad had a couple lines where I was like, but I never thought this movie had acting to the point where I got, like, mad or laughed. There was definitely a couple laughs I had, but for the most part, I thought the daughter did a pretty good job.
Yeah. Kaya, whatever her.
I just did not like the writing. You're in a life or death situation and they're talking about, do you remember when you were a little kid?
Okay, well, actually, you might do that. I actually like that because you might do that if you're gonna die, like if you have no.
Yeah, once they're like huddled up, but I'm talking about when she was swimming.
And that was weird.
That was the gator was coming.
And like at the end of the day, she can be like, I don't even know if Michael Phelps could outswim like an alligator. Maybe he could. He's a fast man. I'm just saying, like whoever it is. It's a prime predator, and like she's just going through them like that, just burning them with flares and jumping over like showers like Batman. I was like sometimes they just overpower humans in these movies. Not all humans are that smart and resourceful. Some of them are dumb.
Let me ask you something, because a lot of people go to movies in the summer for like popcorn flicks and fun. Do you think this is something that people might actually?
I think there's a movie to enjoy with people. Like if you go see it with people, you might enjoy it.
Yeah, the person I went with was Jonathan, and he fell asleep. So I finished my popcorn, and he fell asleep. And about an hour into it, I was wishing.
Not everybody's in that situation, so
Yeah,
you were zoning out.
Well, I was just letting you know. I'm just telling you what's happening, but like, it's also a pretty short movie, so you're never gonna.
Hour and a half again.
Yeah,
so not too bad.
Pretty solid. But it was pretty uninteresting. Like I said, a couple jump scares, some good production design at points, CGI. Even the background of the hurricane did not look good.
No.
The alligators look pretty bad.
And they're talking about they hit the eye of the hurricane, and then after that, they're supposed to be like people were just standing up, and we're talking about a dangerous hurricane that's ripping off a roof.
It was frustrating for me because this movie was way more predictable than it could have been, because there were points where they could have used like the anatomy of the alligator, like their eyes are very kind of creepy. I like when its eyes open. They could have used that type of thing way more. They could have used its scales like or a tail roaming past her. But the movie's it's not very creative a lot of the time. And for a horror movie based off of purely its horror, not its story, you need to be creative with your scares, or you're gonna be boring. So,
another thing is the dad knew a lot about gators for somebody who was a plumber or an electrician.
Yeah.
And so like he was telling his daughter like, they don't hunt in the water.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I'm
like, okay.
Yeah, he's like, they don't
detect
detect splashes, and I was like, I don't know if that's true or not, because anyway, a dangerous predator like an alligator would not get beaten by two random people who have no training at all except a little bit of swimming. And if she's that much faster than
Lake Placid?
If she's that much faster than them, she should just keep swimming because they'll never catch her.
Yeah.
And she's just that fast, right? So
okay, scores then.
6.
Yeah, I'd give it. I'd give it a 4.5.
So you like Stuber better than that?
I liked Stuber. I mean, I at least laughed at Stuber.
Stuber was a little more disappointing for me, I think. Because I didn't have anything going into this movie.
See, but what I've been saying is I've been comparing it to Sharknado. And Sharknado is by no means a good movie. It's not. But it's an entertaining movie, and I was at least happy to watch it.
I think this
I was just like, I just kind of wish it was.
I think it's better than Sharknado.
I would say Sharknado is better. I would say Sharknado in space was more entertaining, just because you know it's going to be so bad. You're like, what are they doing now? But at least you can laugh at it.
I mean, this movie just never like did anything. It was like, oh, we're here and there's some alligators.
They never left the house.
Yeah, it's just like it was a little uninteresting. And like I said, a couple good jump scares, but never as even like nearly as good as it should be. So yeah, I'd give it a 6 just because there's a couple times I was like, And I don't think there's anything about this movie offensively bad. It's just pretty bland, pretty boring.
I'll give it a 7. I feel like there's people out there that would, there's nothing really out right now in terms of something in this genre.
Go see Spider-Man for the second
Annabelle,
time.
like the last one that came out, or the newest one. But I would feel like that's a better one to see.
But that's a creepy horror movie. This one's more like a
monster.
Yeah, monster. So and some people like that genre.
No, go see one of the movies you already liked the second time instead of this movie. It was just kind of boring. Sam Raimi produced it, which is cool, but it's unfortunate because it was kind of a boring movie.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Those are our thoughts. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you watched the movie or you want to tell us what you thought about it. And we will see you next time on Film Family.